All right, guys, back working on the Seadoo. So I did get my clips in on both of these. So both of my clips are in down there. You guys can see that one, as well as that one there. And then I already had the ones on the inside. So the pistons are now pointing the right direction. You guys can see that. So now what I'm gonna do is squeeze these rings. I'm gonna push this piston as far down as possible and get this one as high as possible, and then take my cylinders, get these lined up again where they go. I should be able to feel where that notch is, slide it up against it. Sorry guys. And hopefully squeeze these down. If I can't, I will get a ring compressor but I should be able to squeeze it down like I've got this one right now. Squeeze it down, slip it in, and then jump to the next one. Try to get those lined up. I will need a second set of hands, so I'm gonna see if I get my son or daughter out here to hold this for me. Then once I get them out here, I will basically slide this down there. I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull this exhaust manifold off, just it's extra weight. And honestly, it makes it a little more difficult for them to hold it. So I'll probably go ahead and pop this off and maybe see if we can get this set down in there. I've got the gasket somewhere around here. I'll have to find it again and get it put in place. But I really just wanted to show you guys, hey, I got the clips on. It's a pain in the butt. Like, I've never struggled that much with clips. For whatever reason, the day I came out and they went fairly easy. So I'm not real sure. Maybe I was just frustrated the last time, but anyway, I did buy this tool to put them on. It didn't work for the crap. I actually tried it on the old piston over there on the deal, but you guys can see, one, it came bent, and also if you guys can see that circlip in there, it's like already snug. So it does work. You can pop it out, but because it has this imperfection here, and you guys can see where it kind of hits in the inside the piston ring, it's just not quite the right size. I bought this one off of eBay. It's a 21 millimeter, which is what I mic'd my my piston arm, or basically your piston arm, or whatever you want to call it, the piston rod, I guess, here in the center. So that's 21 millimeters. So I kind of assumed that's what this would be. So basically how that works is you shove that down, you load your clip in here, it sets on here just like this, and then this piece here you drive through, smack it with a hammer, pops the clip in. Again, I think being that one's a little deformed, and yeah, maybe, I don't know, it's close. It's really close, but it might work. I ended up, it was just too hard to get it in there. It didn't work as easy as what I thought. I think that this thing was just a touch bigger, maybe. I'm not real sure. But anyway, I think it would work. It's just that one came damaged a little bit, and yeah, it is what it is. But I was able to get these in just with the screwdriver, which is how I did it the first time. I think part of my problem the other day was I was just frustrated with it after putting it together, taking it apart, putting it together. I was just kind of done with it. So got that put back together, and we'll jump on to get these cylinders put on, and we'll go from there. So I will cut back. I don't know if it'll be today. It's pretty hot out here today, and I'm actually working on the 650. I'm still having issues with the cooling stuff, so probably be future me in the next part of this video. All right, guys, it's another day. So what I've done here is I've made a couple ring compressors. Basically, this is a 3-inch coupler. I believe it might have been 3.5, I don't remember. It's a 3-inch or 3.5-inch coupler. So I cut it down, cut a notch out of it, and using some hose clamps, basically get my rings in place, put this on. This will allow me to keep my rings compressed. I made 2 of them here. So and then should be able to set the cylinder, lube this up nice so these will slide down, slip them into the cylinders, and then I can undo these hose clamps and pull it all off once I get the rings in the cylinders. You don't even have to get it all the way. If I get them down to about here, that'll give me plenty of room to get these out and off. So here just shortly, I'm gonna set the cylinder down here and see how that works. I'm hoping it works because it's really hard getting in the angle that this motor sets at to get these compressed. Trying to put the clips underneath while you're doing that. If you put these pistons in the cylinders to begin with and then try to put the circlips on, yeah, it's almost next to impossible. I mean, you can't hardly get underneath to get those, and those circlips are a bear to start with. So this is kind of my solution to that. This is kind of the quick. If this doesn't work, I can get the like some of those ring compressor pliers and put on. They see how that works, but I'd have to wait probably a week or so before those would show up. So this is kind of where I'm at. This allows me to do both at the same time, hopefully. Kind of get these balanced out. So kind of my plan is to get these evened out here so the crank's in the middle, and then put my vice grips back down here on this shaft here to keep it from moving on me. And then I should be able to slip them into the cylinders and then pull it off. So we'll give this a shot and see what happens. All right, guys, it's another day. I had a friend come over and he helped me get this put together. So these worked awesome. Was able to get my rings compressed. I think in the last video I had these on and ready to go. I did loosen them back up and I lubed these up a little bit just so everything would slide better. So put a little oil in here, put a little oil on the pistons, on the cylinders. But yeah, you can take a piece of PVC. Again, I think this, I thought it said on here, schedule 40, I think it's 3-inch. It's a 3-inch coupler, so it's bigger than, yeah, it doesn't say. I'm almost positive this was 3-inch though. Yeah, right there it is. I don't know if you guys can see that, 3-inch. So 3-inch coupler, if anybody's out there and you're rebuilding one of these, this is a lifesaver. So you can take a 3-inch coupler, cut it off. I actually used a bandsaw to cut this, so I got it really straight. And then I cut about a 1-inch chunk out of here. That works really, really well. You might be able to go more. You have to really pry to get them off the pistons, but it went well. And then just a hose clamp. This one's a 3/16 by 4-inch. So that's kind of what it'll do, but that worked very well. And then again, once you go to pull this off, you can undo the hose clamp, pull it off, pry this apart, pop it off. So worked awesome. If you guys have questions on that, I'll try to do my best to help you out. But yeah, that's truly was a lifesaver doing this. So you guys can see there, both pistons are in. They're pointed the right direction towards the exhaust now. So don't screw that up like I did the first time. It's very, very aggravating, but everything is together now. Everything's clean. So they look good. Next plan, I'm probably not going to do it today. I'm probably done, to be honest, with this today. I was going to go ahead and get these bolts in, start torquing stuff down, but they're a funny, I don't know where the bolts are. They're like a star looking shape. I think maybe they're in one of these bags maybe here. Maybe there's some of them here. So that kind of gives you guys an idea. I don't really have anything that fits that right now, so I need to go find a socket that fits that. I don't want to strip these and round them off, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go see what I can come up with. I'm not real sure what those are even called, to be honest, but I'm gonna go see if I can get a socket that'll fit those, get those in here, get them torqued to spec. Once they're torqued to spec, then I can throw my head gasket on, put the head on. Yeah, and from there, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. I'll be able to crank it over, make sure everything turns, sounds good. And then basically it'll be just hooking up all the lines, getting everything plugged back in, getting the fuel injection mounted back on top, exhaust in it. So super excited to get this far. The rest of this is going to take me a minute because I did not pull this engine apart. It came to me like this. The head was already, or the cylinders were already pulled off. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's going to take me a minute to use the book to get it all put back together, but really just wanted to show you guys how simple this was. I think the actual Seadoo part that for these ring compressors, it's like, I don't know, $168 on sale, and I think they're roughly $218 or something like that's what it said online for if you wanted to go buy one from like Partzilla or something is who had those. So yeah, that's kind of where I was at. I really didn't want to spend that much for something I was going to use one time. I really don't plan to do this again. So that's kind of what I ended up doing. Worked awesome. Again, it's very simple to get those compressed, held in place, tightened down, and slip them into the cylinders. They work just like it should, so they look good in there. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can kind of see inside the exhaust there. You can see the rings. So again, they're in the right direction, which is awesome. Everything feels really good. So super excited. Again, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to help you out on these. If you have any, I guess, questions on how I built them or whatever, I'll try. Like I said, I tried to go over what I used and how I did it, but again, just made the job so much simpler. So I do have another video. Got another jet ski. May have a problem because I keep buying them, but got another jet ski. I'm super excited. It's very similar to this. It's a Seadoo. It has the, I think it's got the 780 or something like that cc motor in it, but it is fuel injected. I will have a video probably in the next couple days coming out on it, kind of a walk around, what I got it for. I feel like I got a great deal on this ski. I'm super excited to take it to the lake and just see what it does. But I'll hit you up or get more info on that ski, but stay tuned for that, and we will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.